Hi, kiddos. I'm going to go ahead and go through everything that we're going to do today for ELA while you're with Mr. Ewing. I'll go through all the instructions and then Mr. Ewing will walk you through each of them. So I want you to see here that we'll be going over your agenda. The objectives are on the board. They're the same objectives you've had all week. When this video is done, you are going to start the block by reading for 15 minutes. Mr. Ewing will go to the next slide and play the 15-minute video timer so you'll know how long to read. During this time, you shouldn't be writing in your writing journal. I want everyone reading, so you should have a book out or you should be on your Sora screen reading your book. At the end of 15 minutes, if Mr. Ewing feels like you did a good job, he can give you a little break and let you move around the room. After break, you're going to start working on name the figurative language, which is a single slide. And then the rest of the slides in the assignment today are a scope narrative, so a short story called The Roach. You'll be reading The Roach, answering some questions, and then doing a little bit of a writing activity. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what this looks like. So for today, if you're reading your assignment, which I closed, let me find it. So your assignment is going to be posted in Google Classroom in the classwork tab by the time we get there for tomorrow. It's called Name the Figurative Language Example and The Roach. So everything you need for today is in this slideshow. So it's posted in our classwork tab. You'll start on slide 1. And you're simply going to read the example like we've been doing and then decide what form of figurative language it is. You may use your notes, so you can open that slide too. So for example, the first one says, the pencil danced across the page. Take a second. What do you think that is? Shout it out. Obviously, I can't hear you, but it's personification. Pencils can't dance, but people do. So I would type personification here. You're going to complete this slide just to refresh your memory and get a little practice. When you're done with this slide, slide 2 is where the roach begins. So you'll see some introductory information about figurative language. Do not worry about underlining or starring. You'll do that after you're done reading. You start where this big W starts and read to the bottom of this column. Then you come up and read this column. Then the story finishes on slide 3. So you read this column and then this column. When you get to this orange dot, that means the story's done. From there, go to slide 4, read the instructions in slide 4, read the information, then start answering the questions. You will have to insert your own text boxes to answer these questions. Remember to type in complete sentences with capital letters and end marks and to explain your answers. You'll do the same thing on slide 5, read the instructions, answer the questions with text boxes. Then slide 6 gets a little bit different. So for slide 6, you see I have some information here for you. You are going to imagine a scene that would take place after this story ended. You're going to use this sheet to plan. You do need to remember that you're going to have to use figurative language in the scene. So it's just one little short scene. You'll plan characters, setting, and your plot out. It gives you some information, and then you will click to slide 7, and this is where you will type your scene. When you are done with all of this, you need to turn this in. It is an assignment. I expect it to be done today, so you're going to have to get to work and stay focused. And I know you're going to ask Mr. Ewing if you can work in groups. The answer is no. This is solo work. I don't mind if you listen to your own music while you work, if it's okay with Mr. Ewing. But other than that, you should be focused. This is due at the end of the block, so let's get started. The first thing you're going to do is read, though. Remember that. So Mr. Ewing will set that timer. You'll take a break, and then this is the only document you need open. All right. Have a great day. Be nice, and I will see you on Monday. Thank you, Mr. Ewing.